The craziest update from a future Mr. Olympia that isn't even pro yet, Nick Walker, his biggest ever, plus much more. What's up, Desktopers? Xavier Wills here for Desktop Bodybuilding, and we are back for another bodybuilding news video, and let's get straight into it. And we've got the latest update here from GoodVito, Vitaly Ugolnigov, and this is the first update we've seen of his physique after that knee injury that he suffered and sustained. It appears he's going to be okay to compete in the 2023 European Pro Championships, where there is a huge lineup. As you can see on the screen right here, this is just some of the guys that are going to be doing that contest. So it's going to be stacked, the likes of Regan Grimes, Bruno Santos, and a bunch of other top names doing this. So it's going to be a great contest, and it's not going to be an easy win for GoodVito. So let me know what you think in the comments. Will GoodVito win his pro debut and qualify for 2023 Mr. Olympia? Or will he have to do some more shows and potentially not even qualify for that 2023 Olympia? Now we've got an update here from a man making his comeback at the 2023 Men's Physique Olympia in Jeremy Buendia. I believe he's a 4 or 5-time champion already. He's a 4-time champion, going for 5. And he posted up this. He's got some injuries that he's sort of battling through in his prep for that 2023 Men's Physique Olympia in an effort to win his 5th title. And he says, pushing through some really bad nerve pain from my neck and lower back the past few weeks. I've had to lighten up my training and work around the injuries. These injuries aren't new. They're the same ones I've been battling. They've just had a flare up on me hard the past couple of weeks. Regardless, I'm still getting into the gym, training and doing my best. I'm frustrated that I can't train balls to the wall like I usually do, but I knew this prep was going to come with its highs and lows. I'm battling to keep my mind strong during this time that my body isn't feeling its best. But backing down isn't an option, and I will continue to push myself through the pain. So great that Jeremy is actually able to push through this pain. I've had nerve pain. I've had, bulging discs where the pain shoots down my leg and literally can't walk, like to the point where I can't physically walk no matter how much pain I try to push myself through. So I feel for Jeremy if he's having this sort of nerve pain, especially the sort of pain I've experienced with nerve pain. So, I mean, it can make your training not fun anymore. I've been there. It makes your training not fun. You want to be able to go to the gym and just train how you normally train and not have to worry about all these little injuries and working around things. But hopefully he's able to do that, and maybe even stem cells might be the route for Jeremy Buendia, like it has been for Chris Bumstead, Big Ramy, and several other big names. In our next update, we've got a physique update from Christina Nicole Mendoza. And if you don't know who this woman is, I'm pretty sure soon you will, because I'm literally making a bold prediction here and saying that I think she'll be top 2 in the world at the Miss Olympia this year in the bodybuilding. Now that's a huge call because she's never been to that level before, but she is looking phenomenal. This is 11 days out of the Chicago Pro, posted 3 days ago by her, and she's got an amazing physique. I mean, she's bringing the aesthetics. She's got very nice muscle bellies. Nothing's torn up, nothing's pointy, nothing's really out of sort on her physique. She's got a good level of muscularity. Her conditioning looks pretty damn good at this stage, because they have said, some of the conditioning on some of the women at last year's Olympia was a little bit too much. And what Miss Olympia actually brought to the stage, that was the sort of conditioning they wanted. And she wasn't the hardest in the show, but it was the best for the class. So Christina Nicole Mendoza is looking phenomenal right now. And the other thing about her as well is she's an extremely attractive girl. So that also adds to it, because this isn't always common in female bodybuilding, and that's no slight on the female bodybuilders, but it's what they have to do to get in this sort of shape. I mean, even just getting down and getting in crazy condition can hurt femininity and the look of the female, I suppose, like face, and also just the skin texture and everything as well. So credit to her and Christina that she's able to maintain such a high level of femininity and obviously attractiveness and still look like an absolute freak, with all, respect to that claim. But she is looking phenomenal, and I think that she'll win this contest, and I think she'll do very, very well in the Olympia. Don't want to put too much pressure on, but honestly, I can't see too many actually being better than her. As long as she's in good enough condition, pose as well, then I think she'll be spot on and right up there in Miss Olympia. Our next update's from a man who I think is a future potential Mr. Olympian, Elliot Dermond. He's looking phenomenal. These are the best updates I've ever seen from Elliot. Front double bicep and that one hand on hip, sort of half of it lat spread, half a front double bicep. I mean, these shots look phenomenal. 17 weeks out of that amateur Olympia. Maybe it's 16 and a half weeks now. I'm not too sure. But wow, I am blown away by these updates. He really has very few to no weaknesses. His back, I'd say, is probably his main weakness. But even from the front, you can see that lat thickness. You can see if you put this photo on a slight angle and it's taken slightly from the side, you just sort of know those lats will be getting thicker and thicker. It's more the structure of the back, and if you can make his lats wide enough to really fill out that whole area. But wow, look how thick the chest is. The arms are huge, the legs are huge, the abs are there as well, and the waist is small. Really, this guy is missing nothing. That's why I think Elliot Dermond is a potential future Mr. Olympia. If he can bring that dry, hard, gnarly condition, he gets the separation in his physique as well, he's going to be dangerous because he's sort of like a reincarnation of Nick Walker, but with maybe slightly better aesthetics. Now, I'm not saying he's better than Nick Walker or anything like that at this stage, but I think that he can definitely get to that level. But let me know what you think in the comments below. Is Elliot Dermond a future Mr. Olympia? Let me know your thoughts. Our next physique update comes courtesy of Patrick Moore, who posted this up. Basically that he's doing the Chicago Pro. I looked on his story as well. He has booked his flights. He has signed his contract for that Chicago Wings of Strength Pro show. And he puts the caption 23s for the Windy City, tags in Wings of Strength and puts hashtag Chicago Pro and a few other hashtags there as well. So he is in this contest, going to be competing against the likes of Justin Shire, Blessing Awadabu, and a whole bunch of other names in that contest. And it's going to be a tough one for Patrick Moore because he posted it with this physique update. While he's looking pretty big, I'm a little bit concerned about the conditioning in this photo, whether it's the photo, whether he's just holding a bit of fluid or what. But I'm hoping that he's able to dial it in, that condition is there. I mean, you can see the conditioning in the face, but it's just whether he's able to bring it with the physique as well. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Can Patrick Moore, if at his best, can he challenge for a win in this contest? Or do you think the likes of Justin Shire and Blessing Awadabu will be too good here? Nick Walker has posted this up looking absolutely enormous. This was in his latest YouTube video on how to basically, I think his #1 secret to growing a big chest. The link to the full video is in the description below. He is looking huge at 17 weeks out of the 2023 Mr. Olympia, and he's putting his stake to claim that he can win this title. He has said it. He says this is his year, and by all the updates, he really can't do any more than this. And you can also see on his Instagram, which he actually just posted today, he posted up a leg shot where his quads are definitely looking more round. So this is encouraging because even Terry Kilgindi, who's a Mr. Olympia head judge, says that's what we need to see from Nick Walker. We need rounder quads. It will make his legs look smaller and just make his X-frame look that much better. And that's what Nick Walker needs to move up at the Mr. Olympia, bring a little bit more freakiness, bring similar or comparable conditioning to the Arnold Classic and bring that out of sweep up. And if he can do that, he is going to be very dangerous at the Mr. Olympia. I don't care what anyone says. Am I predicting him top 3 even? Maybe not. But if these other guys miss it a little bit, if Nick Walker nails it, brings his best of all time, he can potentially win this Mr. Olympia because there isn't a Phil Heath there right now. There's no Ronnie Coleman. There's no, Jay Cutler of 2009 or 2001. We don't have that guy right now. Potentially, do we have that guy? Yeah, if Derek Lunsford nails it, if Samson Dowder nails it, we could have that guy. But we don't have that guy going into this contest, and there's no guarantee that Hardy, Derek, and Samson, and maybe like an Andrew Jack, to Brandon Curry, or a big Rami even nail it at this show. But these guys could place, some of them could place as high as winning the contest, or placing second or top 2, or those same guys could finish as low as 7th or 8th if they miss the mark even just by a little bit with the quality of this lineup. So it's going to be a very interesting Mr. Olympia. And I'm actually going to do a video of my early top 10 or maybe even top 15 predictions for the 2023 Mr. Olympia. Let me know in the comments if you guys want to see that video. I put together a list already and it's stacked. It is stacked or potentially stacked. I'm even going to include names that haven't qualified yet for this year's Mr. Olympia. Now, in our last story, this is a bit of a different one. So Mark Zuckerberg, the owner of obviously Facebook, Instagram, and now Instagram Threads, which sort of challenges Elon Musk's owned Twitter, he's posted up this with Israel Adesanya and Alex Volkanovski. Alex Volkanovski is an Australian UFC fighter. Israel Adesanya is a New Zealand UFC fighter, so from my side of the globe. And he is fully getting into this. He wants to beat Elon Musk. For those who don't know, they're apparently set up to, or going to set up to actually have a UFC fight or MMA fight against each other, which would be next level. And I would love to see that. And man, that would, imagine the tickets for that and how many pay-per-view sales there would be. It would be huge. I can't see Elon Musk beating Zuckerberg, because if you've actually seen him grapple and do a few things, he sort of knows what he's doing. He's been training hard. And when you see his transformation, it's pretty incredible. Mark Zuckerberg's transformation to his physique. So who knows, maybe he's using TRT, maybe he's not, but he's looking really, really good. And I would love to see Mark Zuckerberg actually put on a little bit more muscle than this and go into a men's physique contest, because looking at the way he looks and how much he's transformed his physique in what I imagine is a relatively short time, I think that he could honestly step into a men's physique show, because I've coached people before and you see them at the start of their prep and, they don't even look as good as this necessarily. And they've done well in natural shows or novice contests and things like that in men's physique. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. How much would you like to see Mark Zuckerberg actually compete in men's physique, and what would that mean for the sport? Because we've got MrBeast actually taking on another YouTube creator in a bodybuilding contest, which is set to take place on the 1st of January. I mean, I think that could be huge for bodybuilding. I'd love to see, Mr. Olympia promoters or, the IFBB Pro League actually reach out to these top creators and say, how can we judge this? Can we do this? Can we somehow involve ourselves as an industry in this actual MrBeast bodybuilding competition? I mean, he is the biggest creator on YouTube. His videos get hundreds of millions of views. If we can get a small slice of that, a 1% slice of that, then it only increases the exposure for bodybuilding. But I'm all for it. Anything that will increase, I suppose, the exposure to bodybuilding, the popularity of bodybuilding, I'm here for it. So anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments below, because I imagine a Dana White, who's obviously, the UFC owner, promoter, he would jump on it. If MrBeast was saying, I'm going to do an MMA fight like Mark Zuckerberg is, he'd be all over it. And I'm sure Dana White has something to do with putting this together with Mark Zuckerberg and Alex Volkanovski and Israel Adesanya. Anyway, guys, that's it for this one. If you did enjoy this video, give the video a thumbs up, smash that like button, also subscribe and hit the notification bell button. That way you'll be notified of every video that goes up from myself, Xavier Wills, here at Desktop Bodybuilding, including all my weekend's coverage, this weekend's coverage of the Vancouver Pro, and next weekend's lives, and all the coverage from Chicago Pro, plus all the other contests for the year, interviews, Bodybuilding University, plus much more. So that's it for me. I'm Xavier Wills, this is Desktop Bodybuilding, and we are out.